Hi, Late Book 1 class. My name is Kristen Campbell, and I am going to be your group class teacher this year. I know it's kind of weird that the very first group class we're doing online, but kind of everything is kind of weird right now, isn't it? Sometimes school's online, sometimes it's in person, some of you are homeschooled, so everything's just a little bit different this year. So this week we're doing this by video because I get to go on vacation this week. So my husband and I are going up to Arkansas, and we are going to get to hike and bike in the Ozark Mountains. So typically we will be meeting at Centenary in person, and I'll also have a Zoom link. So some of you who want to if you feel better doing group class at home and just joining us by Zoom, I'll send you a Zoom link for not this coming week, but the next week. So, but today, because I'm gone on vacation and they couldn't find a sub that Centenary is not, the university, the college is not wanting to bring in a lot of extra people so that we can keep everybody hopefully healthy and not have any extra exposure that we need. So, hey, we're going to do it via video this week. And I am going to be having fun, and you are going to be having fun doing group class. So, some of you I know because I've had your siblings, but some of you I don't know. So I'm actually looking forward to getting to know you guys, and I think we're going to have a great group class this year. These songs in Late Book 1 are some of my very favorites. I remember learning them. I was living in Illinois with my family at the time when I was learning these, so I do remember learning the end of book 1, and then I had a book 1 graduation recital. So these are some of my favorites. A little bit about me. I started playing the violin when I was 5 years old, and I have been playing the violin now for I gotta do some math in my head here. 35 years. So that helps you know how old I am. I played violin all through high school, and I was thinking about studying something else in college. And then when I really thought about it, I decided that, man, I was going to miss violin if I didn't have it every day in my life. So I decided to major in it, and I got a violin degree in my undergrad, and then I stayed and got a master's in church music with violin. And then I've been teaching since then. So really enjoy it. I love teaching, and I love teaching book 1, actually. I really like teaching book 1. I do enjoy teaching the older kids too, but I don't think I have any of you guys for theory, but some of you I might. So you might have me for 2 things online this week. Let's get started and do some playing. I am hoping you guys have all played through the summer, since there wasn't a ton of else to do except practice your violin, right? I mean, everybody's been at home and hanging out at home, so you guys have just gotten tons of practice in. So let's start with some scales. In case you haven't been practicing and you've been hanging out at the pool, or I don't know, playing video games, or whatever else you do right now. Let's do some scales, and we'll start with our A scale. And I actually love to have my classes talk out loud while they are playing, because that means that you can only think about what you're saying. You can't think about something else and say it out your mouth. So it's let's try the A scale. And I want you to say the letters with me out loud, okay? So starting on open A, good bow holds. Everybody's got their thumb nice and relaxed over here, holding your violin with your head. Let's start with, and say the letters on open A. Here we go. Ready, play. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, high A. Come backwards. High A, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, if you think numbers in your head, I think numbers in my head too, but practicing those letters because that will really help you when we start reading music. So say those letters out loud for your scale. Okay, D scale, let's start on the D string. What note does the D scale start on? D. And what is the highest note that you play in the D scale? D. So you can't go on to your E string. Top note is D. Okay, here we go. Say the letters out loud. Ready, play. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Here's where we turn around. D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. Good. Okay. G string, G scale. And guess what I'm going to ask? What is the first note of the G scale that we play? G. And what is the very highest note of the G scale that we play? If you start on G, when you hit G, you have to turn around and come back, okay? So when you get to third finger on the D string, G, turn around and come back down. Here we go. Ready? G scale. Say the letters out loud. I'm going to know if you're saying the letters out loud. I have spies in your house that will tell me if you say the letters out loud. The spy's name is spelled M-O-M. Okay, here we go. G string, say the letters out loud. Ready, go. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And turn around and come down. G, F sharp, E, D, C, D, A, G. Good. Now, can you think of another place on your violin where there's a G? We found the first one. There's this one. Where's the next one? Well, it's the last note of the scale we played, right? There's this one, third finger on the D string. Is there another one? Is there one on the A string? A, B, C sharp, D. Oh, no. Okay, there's no G on the A string. E, F sharp, G. There's another G on the E string. But is it this one? G is a low 2. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start on open G string. We'll climb up the scale to this G, third finger on the D string. Then we're going to keep going. And we're going to go A, B, but we can't play C sharp. There's not a C sharp in the G scale. So it's a low 2 or a backyard 2. He's hanging out with 1. He's good friends with 1. Normally he's here for our A scale. That second finger has to come all the way back here. So we have A, B, C low 2, D, E, F sharp, G. Now, when you're playing your G scale, what's the last note of the G scale? G, right? So you can't keep going and play high A. Third finger on the E string does not get to play. So we have to start on G, go all the way up the scale to a G, and then turn around and come back down. Don't play third finger on the E string, okay? The spy, whose name is M-O-M, or maybe even D-A-D, they'll tell me if you play your third finger on the E string. Okay, here we go. G scale, 2 octaves. We're gonna go all the way up to the E string. Say the letters out loud. Ready, play. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Keep going. A, B, here's a low 2. C, sharp, low 2. Don't play high A. Play it again and come back down. F sharp, E, D, C, low 2, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. So we use that G scale for some of our pieces here at the end of book 1. Minuet 1, Minuet 2, Minuet 3, Happy Farmer, and I forgot one at the beginning, Etude. All of those are using those fingers that we just played in the G scale, okay? Because they are in the key of G major. Okay, let's start with something easy. What about lightly row? Okay, can you try lightly row with me? Here's your introduction. Ready, play. Good. So this summer, I found something super cool, and I think you're going to think it's super cool too. And there's a teacher who lives in Washington, I think it's Washington, and she has what's called Nuzuki. Okay, she took some of our book 1 songs and she put in some new accompaniment tracks. Okay, so one, I'm going to send a link to your parents. We're going to play it again, and you might be able to hear it through my computer playing it, but I'm going to send them a link so that they can download it. And it's called Jazzy Lightly Row in D major. Okay, so you're going to start, instead of starting on the E string, we're going to start on the A string and play lightly row starting on the A string. So let's do that one time, and then I'm going to play the track for you so you can hear how it works together. So start on the A string for lightly row. So instead of E, now start on A. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, did you get it? Let's try it with the track now, okay? Here we go. 4, 1, 2, ready, play. And then you can play it again, okay? So you'll hear it go, the clicks in between, and then you can play it again. So try that this week at home. You don't have to even watch the video. You can just play it with the track if that's part of your review song. Just to make sure that you guys know, in the front of your books, You should have gotten one of these from your teacher that has your name on the front of it, your practice book. You guys know that there's a chart in here, right? That says, it's super cool. It says book 8 review chart, okay? And I know you're not in book 8, but you get to use this all the way to when you get to book 8. So the first day for your review song, you're gonna review Twinkle Variation A, Song of the Wind, Perpetual Motion Doubles, and Minuet 3, if you know Minuet 3. Then when you get here, it says Brahms Waltz. You don't know Brahms Waltz yet, so you don't have to do anything past that. Once you get to a song you don't know, you don't have to play anything after that. Then the next day, you're gonna review Twinkle Variation B, Go Tell Aunt Rhody, Allegretto, Happy Farmer, Handel Bourrée. Oh, don't know that one. Skip that one. Okay, so then you're done with your review for that day. Day 3, Twinkle Variation C, Oh Come Little Children, Andantino. Oh, Gossip Gavotte. Haven't gotten to Gavotte yet? Then you don't have to play. You only have 3 review songs that day, okay? And so you can do all of these each day. Let's say you miss a day. Let's see, something tragic happens, I'm sure. Maybe your refrigerator stops working and all of the ice cream melts, and you just can't practice on the day that all of the ice cream melts. It's just a sad day when all of your ice cream melts. And that was day 6. So all you have to do is the next day, do your review songs for day 6 and day 7. Okay, so that way you make sure that you're getting all your review in, and that will make group class easier. Okay, if you can get your review songs in, then when you come to group class, you're gonna remember them all. Okay, next, let's see. Those of you who are playing Gossip Gavotte, I have a favorite spot in Gossip Gavotte, and it goes like this. But that's kind of fast, isn't it? Let's see. Even if you aren't playing Gossip Gavotte yet, you could do this with me. So let's play Mississippi Stop Stop on B, then on D, C sharp, D, 4th finger E, D, low to C, B, A. Let's try it again. This is my favorite spot with Mississippi Stop Stop on every letter. I'll call them out. If you don't know this, if you aren't working on Gossip Gavotte yet, you can still do this with us, okay? Here we go. B, ready, go. D, C sharp, D, E, D, C, B, A. Good. Now, instead of Mississippi Stop Stop, let's do Mississippi. Okay, so just play Mississippi on each note and leave the stop stops off. Okay, here we go. Ready? B, D, C sharp, D, E 4th finger, D, C, B, A. Okay, now what if instead of Mississippi, let's try it with just stop, 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 stop on every note. Okay, so B, here we go. Ready. I'll go a little slower. Ready, go. B, D, C sharp, D, E 4th finger, D, C, B, A. Okay, now what if instead of stop, stop, what if we just play stop, stop, play one bow on each note. Ready? Here we go. B, stop, D, C sharp, D, E, D, C, B, A. Good. Okay, now if you're playing Gossip Gavotte, if you're not, take a break for a minute. Let's do stopped bows. So we're gonna go down, 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 then up, 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 down. You try it with me. Ready? Down, 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 do it without the stops. If you're at this point, do it smooth, still that slow. Ready, go. Good, very good. We're not going to play Gavotte today because some of you don't play it, and I don't want you to have to sit through that on the video. Gavotte is a very long song. Let's do Minuet 1. I think everybody is playing Minuet 1. Here we go. Here's your introduction. Ready, play. Good, very good. Perpetual motion. Do you know what perpetual means? That's your assignment this week. Look up or ask someone what perpetual means. And at our next group class, I'm going to ask you, okay? What does perpetual mean? Perpetual motion, starting on the A string. Singles. Ready? Play. Doubles. Ready, go. Okay, be sure and review perpetual motion again this week a couple times. We're going to do some fun stuff with it at our next group class. Happy Farmer. Okay, so when I teach Happy Farmer, I teach it with some endings. We have 3 blind mice. Do you guys know the song 3 blind mice? 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, see how they run. Do you know that song? Okay, so 3 blind mice is in Happy Farmer, and it goes, 3 blind mice. Okay, then we play 3 blind mice 2 times. Then we play 1 fat cat. Wonder what the cat got fat on. I bet it was mice. So we have 1 fat So 3 blind mice happens 2 times at the beginning, and then at the end, we have 1 fat cat, okay? 2 times. This song is one of those ones where if you aren't paying attention, you like end up playing it over and over and over, and you get caught in this loop, okay? So remember, you have 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, 1 fat cat, 1 fat cat, okay? So I'll call them out as we go, and maybe that will help you not get lost or get stuck playing the same thing over and over. Okay, here we go from Happy Farmer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So did you see how that worked? 3 blind mice and then 1 fat cat, and you play each 2 times. Even if you aren't playing Happy Farmer, you can learn those endings and you can play them with us when we get to that part of the song, okay? So 1 fat cat is, try it with me, ready? F sharp, so that's 3 blind mice. Now, 1 fat cat, A, F sharp, G. You try it. Let's do it again. Ready? 1 fat cat. You do it without me. Okay, now play 3 blind mice. Okay, 1 fat cat. 1 fat cat. 3 blind mice. Good. Okay, so you've played those. So next week in group class, even if you don't know how to play Happy Farmer yet, you can know those endings and you can pop in and play those with us. It'll be like fill in the blank. We'll play the first part and you guys play, even if you don't know the whole song, play the endings, okay? 3 blind mice 2 times at the beginning, and then 1 fat cat 2 times at the end. Let's see here. Last thing. G scale. Remember that G scale that we played at the beginning? What was the very first note of the G scale? It was G, wasn't it? Okay, so we have G. We'll start on this G here, the 3rd finger on our D string. G, and if I'm gonna skip up from G, so I have to G, skip A, land on B. So I'm gonna play G, B. Then what if I skip up from B? So B is the 3rd note, G was the 1st note of the scale. G, A, B. I'm gonna skip up from B, I skip C, land on D. Can you play those first? So play G, skip up, okay? So we have skip up, skip up. Those are the first 3 notes in what we call a G chord. G, B, D, or sometimes you'll hear it called a G arpeggio. An arpeggio is a fancy word. The beginning of it is from the Italian word for harp, and a harp plays arpeggios, right? Okay, so they don't play notes often. They don't play them all at the same time. You hear 1 note at a time, and that's why it's like pluck, 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 pluck. Okay, so they play G, B, D. Those are the really important notes for the G scale. G, B, D. And then when we get to that D, we're going to go ahead and play the high G again. So G, D, G. Can you play that with me? G, B, D, G. Let's see here. Let's play a rhythm on each note. What if we play I like group class on every note? Okay, so we're gonna play I like group class, then on B. I like group class, D. I like group class, G. I like group class. Let's do it again, and this time let's play I like ice cream. Okay, ready? So play I like ice cream on each note. Ready, go. I like ice cream, B. I like ice, D. I like ice cream, G. Oh, what about I like chocolate? Let's try that. I like chocolate. I like chocolate. Ready? Start on G. I like chocolate. I like chocolate. I like chocolate. I like chocolate. Okay, now can you play it backwards? So start on G. I like chocolate. D. B. G. Try it again. Try it backwards. G. High G. I like chocolate. D. I like chocolate. B. G. Okay, now let's play it going up. G, B, D, G. And come back. G, D, B, G. G. I said that right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready? I like chocolate. Ready? Go. I like chocolate. B. I like chocolate. D. I like chocolate. G. Play G again. D. B. G. Okay, so now my question is, so you have, this is your second assignment for next week, okay? Well, actually kind of third. The first one is what does perpetual mean? The second one is practice perpetual motion. And then the third question is, do you know any songs that start with the G arpeggio? I want you to think about that this week. Is there a song that you know that starts with a G arpeggio? Okay, so what does perpetual mean? The definition. Play perpetual motion a couple times because we're going to do some fancy stuff with it. And then G, what song starts with the G arpeggio? Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week, and I will send out a Zoom code so you can log in with Zoom if you want, or I'll be there in person. Have a great week and enjoy all the great weather. I think it's supposed to be cooler this week. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.